All right, back to what I was saying. So I feel like it goes to those who it speak to. Like, it spoke to me in a way like I just like the instrumental. Like, that bass is like boom, boom, boom. And then you got these hoes in the house, these hoes in the house. Like, okay, shit, cool sample. And then you hear the song, you like, oh. Like, oh, 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 oh. Mm-mm. Alright, shit. That's your prerogative. Like, if it speaks to you, that's you. Like, that's your empowerment. For me, the beat code, shit.
So I'll say this actually, because I've gone on record to go on and say multiple times that WAP is not a feminist anthem. It shouldn't represent any female in any way, shape, or form. I think females are much more than sexual energy. I think that there's more to the female body than just, oh, let me explore her and have sex with her. That's to say that if you're going to look at my future daughter and she's going to grow up and, what I'm saying, all you think of when you see her, or, my daughter's, or as a matter of fact, scratch exactly what I was going to say. If I'm going to listen to a song on the radio and or not even on the radio, just in general, and tell my daughter, oh, let's find some songs that define a woman. I'm not picking WAP. WAP is the last damn song I'm going to pick. If I want my daughter to grow up to be a whore, I'm going to play WAP. Because straight up like this, I feel like songs like that are not anthems in the slightest. You want to give it a title. It's a party song. It's a slut anthem. It's a oh, let's dance, let's pop pussy. It's a twerk song. It's a twerk song. I just feel like it's been given the wrong title, and it's been given a title. We're just sitting here patting Megan and Cardi on the back for no reason. We're giving it a title it literally didn't even need. You're going to call it a feminist anthem because what? Because they say it's empowering, and people are really sitting here making the case that it is. I imagine someone coming up to you and not even having a conversation with you, but because you listen to a song like WAP, they just imagine, oh, well, shit, she you know what I'm saying, she likes that song, then all right, shit, she wants this sexual energy. You like, so it's all just a big fucking front. WAP is and then the common theme with this song is, people talking about it is, oh, well, girls can talk about their sexual energy, but guys are talking about they got big dicks and they fuck a lot of females. Well, here's the difference. No guy has ever called that song a masculinity anthem. It's just a stupid song where a guy's talking about his dick. And this is a song where girls are talking about what their throats can do and how, and them being able to ride dick and stuff like that.
Well, I would have to say, like, I agree with you saying, but there is a song out there that's like an anthem for players. It's by, I think, how you pronounce it, Avant or Avant. You know who I'm talking about?
I believe so.
Yeah, he's an R&B singer. It's a song out there. Like, it's like a player anthem. But that's beside the point. Like, I don't know. Like I said, they're going to push songs like that because that's what the people want. And on top of that, that's what sells. Marketing is all about sex. When you see like cologne commercials, perfume commercials, there's always some couple all cute, hugged up and shit in front of the sun in the window or some shit. A piece of cloth flies across the screen. Like, it's just like, okay, Calvin Klein, great. I hope it smelled good. Like, what the fuck? And so you just see all this extra shit, and you just like, I just want to buy the shit. Like, and then it's the same thing with music. Hypersexuality, this shit has already been here. Like, people have really pushed the agenda of sexual activity, not just like a mental aspect, a physical aspect. You gonna hear this song when you go to a strip club. You gonna hear this song when you go to the hole in the wall down the street in Detroit somewhere. You gonna hear this song at your homegirl's house to do hair on the porch. Like, you gonna hear this song because the beat, the voices, the people that are doing this song, Megan Thee Stallion. If you've seen her old videos, like when she first started, that she dressed a certain way, she carried herself a certain way, and that was part of her image. And her, rapping about, riding dick and shit, that's always been there. And maybe she wasn't always like that, but at the same time, look at her crowd, look at what has been influenced for years. And then it's the same thing with Cardi B. Cardi B came from a different, a different background, and she actually was a stripper. And so it was just like, she gets into actually making music and making money from that shit. Not that saying like she didn't get it from before, but before it was her shit. Now she got, writers and shit and people dressing her up a certain way. Like, it's a whole level up. But at the same time, it's like, she even said it in her videos, like, I don't know what the fuck y'all want. Like, first you tell me you want this and that, but it's mostly sex. Motherfuckers want to hear about Cardi B putting a thing in the back of her throat. You know that line? Shit. Like, they want to hear that shit because they see her in an aesthetic, and that's what they push. That's what they got out there. And me personally, just me growing up how I was, I had my insecurities. I had my moments like, damn, maybe I should look a certain way, whatever. But we all go through that growing up trying to figure out who we are. So when we get to the point where we know ourselves, shit like this don't bother us.
And perfect that you brought that up, actually. How you said that you had to ask yourself, oh, well, what should I be? What do the people like? And then you just say, fuck it, I'm going to be myself. Now, what's the difference between an artist, with, an up-and-coming artist such as yourself versus a fucking megastar like Cardi B? What is the difference? Because she's asking the people, what do you want? Well, what do you want, Cardi? You want to make music about this, that, and that, and that? Go ahead and do that. And if you don't have the fame from it, then so be it. You know that Cardi B is a person that is going to speak her truth no matter what. She's going to tell the truth. Not Cardi for whatever you want, but Cardi is going to tell the truth. She's going to tell the truth, and she's going to, it is what it is. You hurt. Put that same energy into your music. You want to sit here and tell us that you don't give a fuck about this, and that? Well, why are you asking the people's opinion about what you should do? You care so much about, all y'all want is sex. Well, Cardi, do you want to talk about sex or do you not want to talk about sex? Because if you do want to talk about sex, then go ahead and talk about it. But if you don't force the agenda that you have to, because you don't have to. You were making a good enough living just being a stripper, and then here you go jumping on, getting on Love and Hip Hop, and you were making some decent money off of that too. But nothing beats that sweet fucking billions and upon billions that you're making from being a fucking rapper. Four number one hits selling, chart topping, platinum plat getting artist. And on top of that, she's a female, which makes it even the more impressive because the landscape has changed. Females can take over now, rather than back in the day where Tupac's took over, Biggie's took over, Beyonce's, Eve's, they took over. We got trap rappers taking over now. We got, we got melodic singers being left in the background. That was a kind of where my last question was going, to where you got a WAP, topping the charts, but a song that something that SZA drops, or Jhené Aiko, or a Beyonce, or any soulful female drops, those they sound nice, and that's it. They get left in the dust. But those aren't getting advertised. What's getting advertised is hey, look guys, I'm shaking my ass again. Like them songs are getting out there, they get put out there, and the real good talent get forgotten. So, good answer. I liked your answer. I respect your answer. But how do you feel personally about about how women are depicted in music today?
I feel
Because right now you have it to where a female who's on top pretty much has big titties, a big ass, a real cute face. I mean, in Nicki Minaj's case, average. That was just a little shot. Everyone knows, like, you know, they already know what it is with me and Nicki. Nicki's pretty. I'm just fucking around. But big tits, big ass, cute face, talking about riding dicks. That's what's on top. That's what you gotta do to be on top.
Well, I would say that a lot of people fantasize about what they could be and what they, what their idea of themselves are. But they don't actually pursue to do that. And so when they do, they find an easy route, or they find something that was never theirs. You know? And when that happens, you find yourself in a situation like, oh, I gotta keep this shit up. I gotta be on it. I gotta be on it. I gotta be on top. And then you spread yourself too thin and you like, damn, what the fuck did I get myself into? You have stories of people saying, I shouldn't have got the surgery, or I shouldn't have did it this way, or I should have just took it this route, whatever. That's going to happen regardless. But the fact of the matter is, it's like, at the end of the day, when you really don't work on to knowing yourself, that's what makes it even harder. Figuring out what you really, really like, what you don't like, what you really respect, what you don't respect. It's all life experiences. What you put yourself through. Like when I search music, I like all types of music. I like almost everything. But it has to speak to me in a way where, like, I feel it. Like, I'm a musical person. I play instruments. I play piano, euphonium. I sing as well. So everything in me is like music. Like jazz, classical. I grew up on stuff like that. And then when I get older and I hear, different lyricisms and different styles and things that are even hot today, it speaks to me in a way like, damn, I'm really feeling that. And I call, like, searching music like that soul searching. Everybody is soul searching when they're looking for a type of aesthetic, style, anything. That's looking for yourself in something else that wasn't even yours. And that's what I was speaking of before. Okay. So for me, I ain't gonna say, like, I don't like anything that's like Sierra shit, Promise, like, that's my shit. Like, we all was 90s kids listening to that nasty ass shit, sitting there talking about some slow motion for me, slow motion for me, slow motion. Like, that shit felt like we felt that shit because the beat was cold. It had a rhyme to it. Like, it was dope. Like, it was a feeling. The 90s was all about shit, getting with your boo and shit, looking fly in your Timbs. Like, 90s had the whole aesthetic. And so we get here and, like, we see literally Megan Thee Stallion's big ass, Cardi B's big ass, straight up. Like, there's no privacy, there's no warning, just here's some ass. You can get some ass real quick.
And that's disappointing because we have these women calling themselves role models. And like you said, as you phrased it, here's some ass, here's some free ass, So what's stopping any younger female from seeing them just say, oh, well, they can show their ass. What's stopping any of the younger females from saying, well, they're doing it, let me do it? Because they're supposed to be role models, right? A role model is someone you look up to and someone that you, in some way, shape, or form, pad your style after, or incorporate some of the things they do into your lifestyle in a way, shape, or form. They inspire you or motivate a thing that you do, or a style that you have, or a project that you have coming out. I have a song coming out, and I'm a fan of J. Cole, so let me sound like let me sound like somebody that, you know, let me rip his style off, but not rip his style off. You got girls out here on Instagram playing music, twerking for 5 minutes or for 5 seconds, and then that's it. Free ass. But then there's the narrative that we're supposed to respect women, and we're supposed to treat women to the highest standard, and we're supposed to treat women like queens. I want to do that. I do that easily. It's not hard for me to do. But how can I sit there and take any woman seriously that says, take me serious, but you don't take yourself serious? You got to be able to perform at a standard to where if I'm going to listen to your music, I need to be able to listen to your voice and be attracted to that. Not watch a music video and have a fucking boner 3 seconds in because what? You making that ass clap. You making that oily ass clap on the beach. You know, it's like I don't want to see ass. I'm a very straight male. I'm a very straight man. Super straight. But for fuck's sake, you know what I'm saying? Like it's so fucking sad. It's like, oh, man, we're getting this big scoop of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I gotta watch City Girls and Cardi B, and Cardi B's got, you know, just paint on. She's just jiggling all over the place, titties flying everywhere. Like I'm watching porn pretty much. I'm watching porn. Man. Like I'm watching ass fly everywhere. I'm listening to the City Girl saying, suck a dick. Oh yeah, I let the spit drip. Oh man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the imagery's there.
It's so much.
It's so much. The imagery is there. The imagination is there. If I can imagine what they're doing, and some girl out there that wants to express her imagination listens to a song like that, they're gonna listen to that song and be like, well shit, let me let some spit drip off of this nigga right fast. It's fucked up. So, do you think that artists should hold themselves to a standard to where they say, well, my music can affect the future generation, or do you think that's not their problem?
Can you repeat the question?
You blazed out right now.
No, I'm reword it in a way I can understand.
Oh, okay. If Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B are making a song like WAP, do you feel like the younger generation is going to be influenced by that? Do you think it's the artist's problem, or do you think that's the other the parents or the people's problem? Who's more at fault to be under the influence of that song, the person or the artist?
The person or the artist? I feel like, damn, that's a real question.
I told you, the drive here, I told this girl I was going to make her think. Actually, I said I wasn't, but now you see I'm bullshitting. So, here we go.
Yeah, he said the questions wasn't going to be hard. Okay. Well, but it's not hard, but I'm just saying, like, I see what he did there. So, damn. So I can see it in both perspectives, actually. Because I am an artist, but I'm also, you know, in a sense, a regular ass human being, too. You know, everyday life, listening to music all the time, you know, influenced by certain things, you know. I don't follow all trends, but there's certain trends I'd be like, oh, that's kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie, you know. But on the artist perspective, they're at their own fault becoming their what they push, what they're forced or either willing to do. Because in a sense, you're willing to do those things. Clearly, you're confidently shaking your ass for the whole world to see. So you willingly shaking your ass. So in a sense, you are at your own fault by creating a person like this, because now everybody's going to see you like, damn, that ass. Now everybody say it with me. That ass. That ass. You were supposed to say it then, but whatever. Anyways.
You was trying to... Damn, you was trying to give Pretty Buns her first song?
That ass. That ass. But anyways. So it's just the fact that when you are in a certain place in your life where you never really figured yourself out, like I keep bringing up, but also you've been through shit that's really made you lose touch of who you were. Somebody talking in your ear, or you like, damn, I just want to start writing and doing this shit for real. And then you do this shit and you get to a place you like, damn, I need to do more. But they telling me I just need to change. What do I do? It's not a question. Do what you want to do. And if that's what you doing, so be it. But you are your own consequences of the road, the path that you're creating for yourself. Like, I actually have a picture. You seen it. The cover of Temporary. I have a song called Temporary. And funny story. When I met you and you came up to me and was telling me like, is this you? You showed me the picture. And I'm just looking like, oh yeah, that's me. And you like, how did you gain the confidence of doing like this? Like, I have a picture of me, my body, basically. If y'all go check out Temporary by Akua Blue. That's AKUABLUE. You know, I had to do that real quick.
They gonna okay. They gonna see the title and be like, oh, okay, all right.
I had to do that real quick, but like in the cover, it's literally me in the right bottom corner. Literally me, just out in the open. You see it, boobs, everything.
This ain't your damn cue to cut the damn video off, go see the damn picture and be like, oh, fuck that, I don't need to see nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Y'all damn kids out here, y'all see hear the word titties and be like, oh, they're out there. And y'all screenshotting away.
Look, all I'm saying is that cover was a subliminal message for me and what the song means. And if you listen to it, you'll understand. But it's just the fact that anybody can look at it and be like, well, damn, like, you ain't had to do all that. Like, I had friends that messaged me and was like, why did you do that? And making me feel like shit for doing it or whatever. I did it because it's my art. And it was something behind what I sang in that song that represents that cover altogether.
The subliminal message in that song was for an ex-boyfriend, probably. Talking about some, look at what you missing, boy.
No.
Talking about some, you temporary.
No.
You was temporary.
It's way deeper from just one dude.
Oh, wow, okay. I hit the nail on the head a little. I was shooting them from the hip with that assumption, but I kind of got it.
It's just the fact that basically your art is what you make it with anything. So the artist's perspective, they're their biggest downfall with whatever they do, because they can make something they can regret for the rest of their lives, and they become a one-hit wonder, or they end up in prison, or some shit that's just like, what the fuck? How did you do that? Like, we all sitting here like we know the person, but we don't, and we just like, how the fuck you do that? You're Megan Thee Stallion. Like, right. How the fuck you do that? You're Cardi B. How the fuck you do that? You're John Legend. How the fuck you do that? You Kanye West. Like, you just looking crazy, and you just like, but they're human too. Right. And they gonna do some fucked up shit. And you gonna be looking surprised, but you wouldn't care if it was, Mr. Jenkins down the street and he's a sex offender. Like, you would be making fun of that shit.
Well, shit. If it's a sex offender, you ain't even fucking with that nigga in the first place. You hear about Mr. Jenkins talking about some And we go Mr. Jenkins again. Fucking talking to them kids again. You ain't talking to that nigga. You ain't saying shit to homeboy. Hey, Mr. Jenkins can see me.
No,
a grown man. You ain't getting turned on by me, Mr. Jenkins.
No, not at all. And then to answer the rest of the question, on the person's perspective, just me, the average listener, listening to you or whoever, it also is my fault, because even though this is push through TV, media, your phone, whatever it may be, you have the power to say, this is not me. You have the power to make that decision, like, oh, this not my shit, but it's my shit. You know what I mean? Like, I love this song, but I'm not like that. But I could be like that in the moment. And that's what I was talking about last time we talked. Basically, these songs, the things that are being in your face all the time, the things that you're influenced by, it's only for a moment. Not all of it. Most of it could be a part of your life, but it's only for a moment where you like, oh, I feel ratchet today. I'm about to shake my ass, you know? And you don't even do that often. You just like, it's like the adrenaline rush of doing something you've never done before. Right. And I feel like that's everybody. And that's why people make the songs they make. Like I said, I got a whole picture out with literally me out, and it was the adrenaline rush of me thinking like, shit, don't nobody really see me like that, so let's see what happens here. You know what I mean? But it's not like for their validation, it's for me, because I'm actually really confident in what I look like and what I can do. But you ain't gonna see me out there like that. Like, you ain't gonna hear no shit for real. No need. If you talk to the people you talk to and do the things you do, that's on you. But at both ends of the spectrum, it's your fault for being influenced by the things you do. Now, sometimes if like, for example, if you're a child, even if you're a smart kid, there's most things you don't understand. So when you get into a space and you listening to the music you listen to, you're like, well, this my dad listened to. My mom listened to, like, all the old school jams you listen to. Luther Vandross, even the nasty shit, like Drew Hill, like, you know what I mean? You 5 years old singing some somebody sleep in my bed, you know, like just shit like that, and you don't know what they singing about, and you get older and you like, oh,
right,
it's still my shit, you know, like. So everybody has the power to make decisions based on what they feel and what they like and what they do and all that stuff. Unless you, I don't know, you need special assistance, not trying to be funny, but you know, unless you in a state you can't control yourself, you know, for whatever reason, I feel like you are your biggest downfall in anything, and you are your biggest success in whatever you put your heart into. And if what you put your heart into, it happens to be boobs, ass, and shaking fast and being fast, so be it. But at the same time, if my daughter watching that shit, I'm gonna tell her straight up, trust me, I was watching Lil' Kim. You want to see that? Say no, I'm playing. But yeah, right. I'm playing. I wouldn't do that. But no, I'm just saying, like, if like, let's say we had a conversation, like especially my nephew. My nephew is the perfect example. He's 9 years old, and he would watch his mom do certain things, like dress a certain way or whatever, because that's how she dressed. You can't say shit was pushed on him to influence him to like a certain thing when he gets older, because his mom dressed like that. You can't say that was forced. That was in his household, you know.
Right.
That certain situations like that, sometimes you just grow up in things that you don't understand, you know, or not even understand, but you grow up in things and you're like, oh, all right. So I'm sorry if that was kind of long-winded. I hope I answered your question.
Oh, for sure. And then some. Me personally, honestly, if if you were to ask me or tell me that there was an artist out there that had a strong fan base and that fan base did whatever that person said, and oh fuck it, I'm talking about the Barbs here. Loop around and just send my subliminal shots, but let's just shoot from the hip here. The Barbs can't stand me because I say that their idol, their little Nicki Minaj, she makes music appealing to the lowest common denominator. She makes music where twerking, I ride dick and I'll beat that bitch ass, and she's Lil Kim Jr., but she's Nicki Minaj at the same time. And it's sad. First things first, that biting style shit is so fucked up because Nicki Minaj has pretty much been Lil Kim her whole career. And that's some deep shit. And when I just said it, it just felt like a fucking jab just now. But you go ahead and tell yourself that we're in an age to where you're going to listen to a song and you're going to listen to a Nicki Minaj song, and it's in the norm now to hear her say shit like that. We don't even look twice or listen twice at those lyrics anymore because they're so normal. Back in the day, it was wholesome. I want to take you to the, what I'm saying? Like some little nice shit, There was some of your little freaky songs back in the day. We ain't gonna act like Marvin Gaye was not the catalyst for all of our births. Our 90 kids, us, being here.
Back this feeling. It's so long.
Yeah, see, that's shit. We're not gonna act like that wasn't, that's why we here now. So, shit, either that or you were in an accident. But, but you're here nonetheless. You grew up, and your parents, if you were in an accident, they're not telling you that. But I am. So, hey, it's all the culture. We shoot shots and hit niggas in their heads on this channel. So,
hope you get wound treatments.
Yeah, you better have some alcohol nearby. Calm that burn, Yeah.
Put pressure on it.
Yeah. But we're in a day and age to where you see a girl shaking her ass. She gonna do it. There's women out there who dead ass will twerk and be so open about it and say, I'm only doing it because A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D. But none of them, I'm guaranteeing you, none of those explanations is, my mom said I was fine with it. It's never gonna be that way. And that's my biggest issue with this this current generation. The parents do not come into play. The parents don't care. The parents are out here being coy about the whole thing. You say that it's both people's faults? Well, I say it's more so the artist's fault, more so than the person's fault. Yes, the person needs to tell themselves it's just a fucking song. Let me calm the fuck down. If I do the things they do, it's not going to be the same way because they're rich. I'm not. They can twerk online and be made fun of. They're still making money. You're not. You're just twerking and being exposed pretty much. People say, I want to see your nudes and stuff like that. Guess what? You and celebrities have one thing in common. You can both ignore them, but guess what? Celebrities are getting paid amongst ignoring them. You're not. You're just twerking for the case of twerking. And if you get mad or anything like that because everyone's making fun of everyone's they're on me, why y'all on my case? You should have never exposed yourself. You should have never did that. So I believe that the artist is more at fault because they know. Nicki Minaj used to be a little girl before. Megan Thee Stallion used to be a little girl before. I could bet any of you money they were not twerking back in the day. They grew up. They started listening to the Megan Thee Stallions of the world. They started listening to Megan may have been influenced by a Nicki Minaj. You know, Megan's like 24, 23. I forget at this point. She's probably like
She's 25.
She's 25.
Yeah, we had the same birthday.
Ah, that's right. Oh, Cool Blue and Megan Thee Stallion are birthday twins.
Yep, February 15th, 1995.
Well, there you go. I found a Cool Blues or Megan Thee Stallion spirit human right here.
Spirit human.
Linked at the on the day. But the artist plays a big part because, again, role models can be just as influential as parents. Some parents aren't there. Imagine a woman who grows up without a mother or a father figure, for instance. A woman who grows up without a father figure, not telling her, oh, you better not shake your ass, or you better not be out here doing this shit for niggas, oh, blah, blah, blah. The mom don't really care about that shit. Not that much. It just from what I've seen, what I've heard. The mother's done it before, you know, whatever. The moms tend to be a lot looser with girls, rather than, you know, the dads being on the girl's ass and stuff like that. Imagine a young woman growing up, no father, hearing all these lyrics talking about popping pussy and blah, blah, blah. You got all these women role models and everything, and, you know, they're doing what they're doing. They're saying what they're saying. It is so much easier to be influenced by another adult talking about do this, do that, do this, do that. I do this. I'm fine with that. Are you doing this? Are you fine with that? Those people exist. And the sad thing is, these artists don't seem to give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, to them, it's, I'm making money and that's fine. That's okay. I shake my ass. I do. Now, see, for Megan, the only thing I respect about it is she genuinely does like to twerk all the fucking time. If you check her Instagram right now, her Twitter, I guarantee you 98% of her posts are her shaking her ass or drinking alcohol. One of the two.
Or giving others alcohol?
Doubt it. I've seen some
videos. She out, you know, before she performs, she'll, you know, you part of the Stallions, you know, the crew.
The hotties is what her group is
hotties.
called. You a hottie? Let me give you some alcohol.
You so a hottie now? Yeah,
that's your initiation. Get drunk, twerk with her, or get drunk and go twerk on somebody and wonder why your hair is crusty. But, you know, it's all a part of the. It's all a part of a sad ass game, and honestly, I fear for the younger generation because this music is not going to stop anytime soon. Because look at the Double XL that just passed by. You got Chica in there, who is a great rapper. Yeah, she's a great rapper. She's a phenomenal talent, a great lyricist, and an uplifting voice. But what is the narrative on Chica? To the common eye, no offense, she's unattractive, she's plus sized, and she's bisexual. That's someone you can't put on a label. That's someone you can't put on a billboard, because guess what? Some people don't want to endorse LGBTQ. The norm is that skinny is in, thick is in, skinny thick is in, slim thick is in. And then the attractive people always get put on billboards first. The attractive always get the attention first. Double XL taking a chance on her, I respect them for that, but no one else will. And let me tell you why. Because they want mulatto on the billboards instead. They don't want Chica on the billboards. They want mulatto on the billboards. Guess why? Mulatto's got the big ass. I don't know about her titties. I wasn't looking that hard.
She's light skinned too.
She's light skinned. She from that. She cut like that, where she'll tell it like it is, and bitch, I don't give a fuck about nothing. Blah blah blah, and all that stuff. She's more inclined to succeed than a Chica is.
There's a lot of colorism in the music industry in general.
I agree with that, but even if Chica was light skinned, she's still plus sized, morbidly unattractive to most.
No, she would have to be in Adele.
And Adele.
Yeah.
Now, the difference is Adele was so talented you couldn't ignore her. She was so talented you had to hear her. And that's the fucked up part of all this. Rap is the only genre where the same motherfucker wins. The same person gets over. Rap is the only genre, rap and R&B, I might add. Because if you were to fall into a category, I believe it'd be R&B. Rap and R&B are where the same people win. Let's just put it like this. The dumb niggas, the thought girls, and the fucking stupid ass kids. The stupid ass nigga kids growing up. And I say nigga kids because, look, you got a white rapper on the come up. All right, congratulations, Jack Harlow. You one of us because you sound like one of us. Let me put it like this. Chica will never hit the billboard unless she shocks the fuck out of everybody. Or she's featuring on a song with one of those stupid types. One of those 3 types I just mentioned.
Like, honestly, like, when it comes to stuff like that, like, you could choose somebody, like, anybody who is up there. Like, she could do a song with Kendrick, because Kendrick hasn't done shit in a while. And she'd be alright. Straight up. She could do a song with Kanye West right now.
She could.
And she'd be alright. Like, straight up. Like, honestly. She could do a song with Beyonce. And she'd be alright. Like, it just really just depends. Now, like, if she did do somebody else, I would say, like, Doja Cat. Doja Cat would be dope.
For sure.
You know?
But the sad aspect of what you're saying is you got a black boy JB pretty much. You got to jump on the biggest opportunity that you got. You got to make a song with someone like Drake to be noticed. Afterwards, I'll say it like this. You can either be Black Boy JB or you could be Lil Baby. Drake put both of them on. But here's the difference. Lil Baby kept himself on with his talent.
Yeah.
Black Boy JB fell off because he tried to float on his own boat. I mean, Black Boy JB tried to be making music with Lil Baby a lot, but we see how that worked out. Lil Baby got tired of that shit and said, you know what, nigga, I can be doing good by myself. I can be a solo star right now. You asking for too many features, my nigga. But JB is down on his, well, really, I'm not going to say down on his luck. He's still rich. Just not as rich as he thought he'd be. If Chica was to go down that route and say, okay, let's make music with others right fast. Let's make music with Kendrick Lamar and Kanye West and Doja Cat. All names bigger than hers by a fucking long shot. Because really, by a show of fucking hands, and I'm saying that like y'all are in the audience right now. By a show of fucking hands, who all has heard about Chica just this year? And I guarantee goddamn fucking everyone's got their hands down because they're like, oh no, I've been listening to artists like that. And you're the problem then, because why hasn't she seen the success of a Doja Cat or a Megan Thee Stallion? If you've been known about her, why the fuck has she been trying to get on XXL for 3 years? Why is she just get on this year? Why? What took her so long? You've been known her, so where's the success? Nowhere to be seen, because guess what? You're watching Chica's lips move and you're intrigued, but you're watching Megan Thee Stallion's ass move and you're turned on and you're wanting more and you're curious. Which feeling do you think overweighs the other?
Well, in that aspect, obviously the sexual behavior, because everybody loves pleasure. But it would pain them to sit there and listen to an actual song with meaning. Not saying sexual songs that don't have meaning. The meaning is, oh, I want to fuck. But right. Other songs of feelings where it gives you an eargasm versus an orgasm. You know? So, like, everybody should go check out Chica's NPR Desk concert, Tiny Desk concert. That shit was dope as fuck. Like, she had the whole setup. She had a drummer. She had somebody um shaking the fucking maracas or something, shakers or something. And then she had 4 singers, bass, tenor, alto, soprano. That shit was magical. And it made me go stream her music more. So y'all should do the same shit. Chica, Tiny Desk concert. On that note, since you said, it's our fault. So, sorry, Chica.
Well, hey, Jika already got on Double XL. She went in a little bit right now. You know Double XL season is really done after a couple months. So it's like, where's your career gonna go after we put you on? Because really, that's what it is. Double XL says, all right, we gonna shout you out right fast. And it's up to you to take the momentum that they've given you and to run somewhere with it. Now, there are artists who can blow up because they're trying to get on Double XL. DaBaby, for instance, Megan Thee Stallion, another example. Found out because of Double XL. You got artists like, Lil Loaded, and I mean, this is people that y'all probably don't even know. Then you got the Chicas of the world who get on. People are genuinely kind of confused about, and it's like, what the fuck, how'd this happen? Oh, huh? Why did you put on, who's another fucking female artist? Why did you put on like Bad Baby or something? Daniel Bergoli. Why did you put her on? Double XL has to realize that there are people out there with talent. And that can succeed on their own, but they have to put people on who actually have talent. That is the X factor there. Who actually have talent. Y'all get so mad at the Chicas, and y'all already know how it is with me, all the TKG. I either get some little ass annoying kids coming by making tons of noise, or you got squirrels rustling near the damn truck, or you know how it is, interruptions all the time. So TKG, you know how my channel works. Always some form of fuck ups going on over here. This is a wonderful, wonderful place to be. Wonderful place to watch anything, really. Any form of content. I'm a great guy, right? Wrong. Because I in my infinite wisdom of knowing everything that's going on, I failed to realize that of course we are recording this off of my phone. I've recorded everything off my phone, but the beginning audio was lost. The introduction, all of the stuff before, where Akua Blue says, okay, back to what I said. So that is what you're going to hear initially. Of course, if you're getting up to this point, it's been 47 minutes, most likely. And, well, if you're skipping through parts, this would be the place to skip to. And you're asking yourself, why the fuck did they just start off? Like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of intro is that? Or 9 times out of 10, you're getting to this part and I've already done an edit. So the latter would tell you that I, for sure, am going to make some edit to where I'm telling you that parts have been skipped. So that's my bad. Well, really, that's Apple's bad for getting rid of the home button. But I digress. They never do anything wrong, right? So back to the interview. Now, with someone with your talent comes into the music industry, and you're giving an opportunity to sign with a label. Are you signing with a label? Given all the drama that most artists go through signing with labels. Do you trust the label, or do you trust yourself?
Well, ultimately, I trust myself before anything. Because I feel like what everybody else is doing, you could also do if you take the time to learn to. For me, I've learned a lot of things. I engineer, I play instruments, I read sheet music, all that stuff. I studied music for a long time. And it's all because I have to have control of myself. That's literally what that is. And I don't know, like, I feel like it's important to know how to do most things yourself, especially when you're in a situation where nobody can help you or nobody's able to give you what you need. And so for me, like, recording myself, everything, like, if you listen to Twin Flames, I made the beat, I wrote the song, I mixed the song, and I mastered it myself. And it took up to maybe, I want to say it took me a month because I was so fixed on it, making it perfect. But it's the fact that I was able to create that myself and upload it myself. And now it's on all platforms for everybody to listen to. And I did that myself. And it means so much more. Now with a label, the only label I trust is Dreamville. Shout out to Dreamville. Hey. I would love to be a part of your crew. But no, seriously, like, Dreamville, they are so real. They're probably the realest people in the game. Like, I love Ari Lennox. I've listened to her since day one. Like, she's dope. J. Cole, I love him so much. Like, that whole crew is just so fucking dope. And I just, like, love companies that can really bring people together with very, very unique talent. But when you get into those other labels where it's like Build-A-Bear Workshop and you get what you get and you hear it on the radio and like, all right, I guess right. Or, oh, that's my shit. It's like, there's no appreciation for nothing else. Everybody wants anthems. Everybody wants something that speaks to them on a graunchy level. I get it. Times change. You want to feel sexy. That's cool. But what about something that speaks to you from your heart and soul? What about something that can musically fill your mind with something different that you never heard before, that you never felt before? Like, most people have a hard time listening to instrumentals because there's no words to them. And it's just like, music don't have to have words to them. That's what jazz is. Like, that's what classical is. Like, so ultimately, it's so important to do this shit yourself. Now, if you have a team that's like cool, like I got me a little crew now. I got 2 engineers now. I don't have to do everything myself now. I have my own graphic designer. But that's because these are people I rock with. Like, these people I keep close to me. Like, we've been friends since 2013. Like, we deep into this shit together. We all have talents we want to bring together. But nobody's claiming nothing. Like, we're not like, oh, you're mine, or you could only work with me. Like, no, I'm promoting your ass. Like, Andre Oliver is my graphic designer. Like, K. Javon is my mixing engineer. Chicken Biscuits is my mastering engineer. Like, these people are my team. But no shape or fashion are we a label to the point where we own this motherfucker. Like, no. Everybody is responsible for their shit. But we come together as a crew. When we walk in, we take over. That's how that goes. But that label shit, you get caught up in a phone contract. That's literally what that shit is. Like, it's a phone contract. You sign up with T-Mobile back in the day where they had them contracts. And you end up having to pay all this fucking money. And you mad as hell, like, damn, I was trying to get the coldest sidekick. Like, you know, and then you end up with this whole ass bill and getting charged for, like, the most ridiculous of shit on a bill. You've been on the phone for 2 minutes longer. Like, what? I didn't know this was a minute phone. The fuck? Like, so ultimately, I'm really all about being an independent person and having your own shit, no label included. Now, if you feel like you can trust the label and that's what you need, do you? You know, sometimes that shit does work out and you end up being out on top, but don't lose yourself in it. Do your best to stay spiritually and mentally and physically grounded with anything you do, because there's always some darker side to shit that you do in anything. You can't have light without the dark. So
100%. 100%. Now, TKG, hold on right fast. Let me go ahead and slide the seat back, because I've just heard some information here. I'm about to tell y'all to do something right now. All the haters out there. All right, I'm slid back now. All you haters, come over here and suck my dick, because guess what? We got a J. Cole supporter here. We got a J. Cole supporter here. And I really did slide the seat back, okay? So I meant what I said. Listen. Dreamville, I believe, if we're talking about a label, we're talking about a group, we're talking about the most cohesive group in music. We're talking about a group that literally has never showed cracks, literally have never showed problems, literally have always been, hey, come to this group. And then everyone in the damn group is a spitter, a good singer, or a great ass rapper. I don't really like Reason too much right now, but yeah, to each his own. He made a few comments about Mac Miller I didn't agree with, but yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that.
You can't come for Mac Miller. That's not cool.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate it. Y'all know how I feel about Mac Miller, but yeah, to each his own. He said what he said. He meant it as he said it, but whatever. You know, he's a good rapper nonetheless. Can't take away his talent, but definitely wish he would go back in time and, you know, rethink some of the things he said. But beyond any case, if you ain't TDE, if you ain't Dreamville, I don't know who you are. Because honestly, let's be real. Those are the two real, genuine brands where you can go into the brand and do your own shit. Now, you might not be able to drop songs whenever you want to, but hey, the rules exist for a reason. Mm-hmm. But still, you've never heard of anyone, I fuck TDE, no, hell no, fuck these niggas. Never heard that. You never heard anyone say, fuck Dreamville, I'm leaving Dreamville to go doing good music. You know, multiple times I've heard people, you know, Designer left good music, of all fucking people. Designer, the guy who fell off, you think that he wouldn't have, you know, you think that he didn't need a group to kind of use to, you know, oh, I need to make a comeback. Oh, Kanye, you gonna hook me up? Oh, Travis Scott, you know, like, no. He left his label to do shit on his own. And yet he still hasn't found that same success that he had with Panda.
Because he probably had like a lot of shit. He probably had a lot of people really there. Like, if you keep this up, we got you, bro. And he said, nah. Lost all that money and everything else that came with it. Because he had the package. His music wasn't that great. No, it wasn't.
His music wasn't even good.
Like, no. But they wanted that shit. And they said, we will fund you. And you said, fuck the funds. And they said, nope. Well, we taking all your connects. Goodbye. Just like that.
It's a sad reality. It really is. And it's disgusting. So I want to sit here and kind of I guess you could say the closeout to this first episode here. I want to sit here and ask genuinely, if you were to compare your style to anyone in the music industry, because I know an artist like you is going to tell yourself, oh, I don't want to be compared. Oh, you know, I am me and I don't want to sound like anybody. But on a genuine standpoint, who's an artist that A, has inspired you? And on another note, or a side question, or a double question, I guess you could say. Well, question one is, who inspired you? And question two is, who do you compare yourself to?
Well, I have a list. I always go back to my list if I can find it.
She's really looking up a list, y'all.
Like, I'm looking for my list. I don't even know what I named it. Maybe if I type. Well, I'll say one of them definitely is Leanne Lahaves. I seen her in concert 2 years ago. She plays the bass. She plays guitar. Amazing vocalist. And like her band is just so in sync with what she does, and it's just so inspiring to see her shine the way she does. And her voice is something like I really look into deeply as far as technique or anything like that. But I'm still looking for this list while I'm talking to y'all. But another inspiration I had is John Legend. John Legend inspired me to take my piano seriously.
I know you noticed me yawning as soon as you said John Legend. That conjured that reaction.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
It's like, no, he's a great artist. He's a great artist. I feel like he needs to be bigger than he is because that man is one of a kind.
Oh,
Now.
trust me. I mean, I feel the same way, but I feel like he's on the level of he's the elite based on who he is married to and to what he can bring marketing wise. But as far as his music goes, he has really transformed into a more commercialized state versus his actual music. Like, what is that album? I might say it wrong, but it's like Take You High or something like that. But that album alone, like that shit that shit was like thebomb.com. Like that album was like fire.
It must really be good because you use that old ass term, thebomb.com.
Yeah, really. I had to. Shit. I mean, I had to. But it's like that shit was fire. Like that album alone really represented what kind of music he wanted to be into. And then was it I think it's Come Again, the next album. That was my favorite album. I was about to say Animal. What the fuck? Or I think it was called Stereo. One of them two. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but that album was fire too. And then after that, he started doing Christmas songs, and that's what most R&B singers do. But it was just like for him, he has like a crooning type of voice, like a very jazzy / R&B / gospel voice. And he could really switch back and forth between, oh, I'm going to croon as if I'm Frank Sinatra to, I'm John Legend again. I'm singing with Snoop Dogg and shit. Like, you know, and I'm just looking like, that's cool and all, but I want your real shit back though. Like, I want you to be you again. And then he has a whole family now, and you know, it's different. It hits different. But he's still one of my biggest inspirations because regardless of how commercialized he is, you can never say that nigga is playing fake piano. No, he is playing that piano. He's playing his ass off. You can never say he is not playing. Don't do that to him. So that's another inspiration of mine. Sia is another inspiration.
Oh, going outside of rap and R&B.
Oh, yeah. I listen to all types of music. Sia, I've listened to her since day one when she was definitely straight indie alternative. And she was weird as fuck, but nobody understood that. And I loved it. Like, I loved her music. Her voice is amazing. And then when I learned all that stuff about her, you know, her being on drugs and stuff like that, it's the road that everybody seems to go on in certain instance, whether it's a psychological drug or actual physical drug. Right. But for her, I feel like that really shaped her music completely, and I just admired her for that, and it really helped me write better. Like, she writes really good songs, and the way her meaning is word painting and music painting, like it's just amazing. And then I'll say one more and then I'll be done with it. This is a hard one, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Go on ahead and say it. Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones is my biggest inspiration of all time. He is somebody I aspire to be. He is someone I really, really, really take heed to in musicality and personality and just his work ethic. He's worked on many projects with many different genres and many different people. He was the one that helped Frank Sinatra be Frank Sinatra. He was the one that helped Michael Jackson to become Michael Jackson. Like Thriller. Come on now.
Right.
You can make a hit that's still banging for the rest of our lives. We will never get that shit off the radio.
Probably not.
Ever.
Never, ever.
And that's another issue. Like, we don't make songs like that no more that is legendary and that will stay on the radio. Not even just stay on the radio, but stay relevant. Right. You hear a song and you like, that was cool, and then it's like a whole phase and it's gone. And then you hear the song again like, oh yeah, I forgot. So, I know I just like went off tangent probably.
Oh no. Hey, my audience, they demand I make hour-long videos, so shit, y'all got it.
I just hope y'all hear what I'm saying though. Like, I really look into different artists when it comes to like their lifestyle, but also like the words and the music behind it. And it really speaks to me in a way. And it really helped me shape the songs that I have now. So, whenever y'all get a chance, if y'all don't mind, check out my music. It's on all platforms. And it's really, really dope. Goddess seems to be a very favorite, a really, really good song. Goddess featuring Anthony Lai. Anthony Lai is actually my professor from Henry Ford College.
That's new to me. So. Professor out here trying to get rich.
Like he's like so fucking dope. Like I had a Zoom meeting with him and he was like, Naima, you doing shit right now that involves what you're going to school for. So therefore you doing your shit. I got affirmation that I was doing what I was supposed to be doing, and I'm happy about it. Because it took me a minute to get to this point. So, yay me! Everybody check out my music. Like again, Look Goddess feature Anthony Lai, Temporary, and Twin Flames is pretty dope.
For sure. You heard the woman. And if y'all don't check out her music, sorry, no, I ain't gonna do that to y'all. But for sure, this is not the last time that we're gonna be interviewing Miss Azul here. But for sure, check out her music. And of course, you already know what it is over here, man. We are going to interview the people. We don't have to interview the big YouTubers and the celebrities and everything like that to get a good answer. The people can give a good answer as well. So, of course, you already know what time it is, man. If y'all mess with this video, if y'all mess with this, of course, y'all are going to find out that you can mess with the artist when you go listen to her on Spotify, YouTube especially, and iTunes most likely.
Yes. And Tidal.
I forgot Tidal existed.
Right.
That's Jay-Z's fault. But, everywhere. Put in Akua Blue, and you will see this woman.
Ooh, you can do Amazon Music. You gotta say, Alexa, play Goddess feature Anthony Lai by Akua Blue. But you gotta say like Akua Blue, because I don't know. Alexa be on some bullshit. Oh yeah,
Alexa be fucking around for sure. But yeah, of course, TKG, you already know what it is. Vibe, have a good time, and of course, me and Akua Blue, we will see y'all later, man. Peace out.
Bye.